Hi, everybody. Okay, this is my first time at this table for quite a long time. I'm still not feeling good. I have a bit of a migraine going on right now, but I'm so bored. I had to do something, and what I wanted to do required me to sit down at my table for a minute. And I had exactly where this paper is right now. That's how much room I had, because Fred was laying here and Nico was on the other side, and I couldn't even get my mouse in. But Nico finally moved, and we're going to move Fred in just a second. So before the both of them got up here, I managed to cover one little mini journal and got that covered. So I think you could see there. Yeah. I haven't put anything in it. I haven't even made the signatures for it, but I thought that's something I can do, sitting on the couch with the tray on my lap. I can take my cutter over there and cut paper and, do a few things. I am so ready to be over this, whatever the heck it is, because it's been going on since the middle of March. And I am so tired of it. It's just, oops. Anyway, hi, Lisa. You love my cat. I love him too. He's been very good to me in the last little while. And he's up here right now because he's been the one who has, I have two as well. The other one took off once this one pushed him out of the way. But this is Fred, and he always likes to be on camera. And he's mad because I'm at the table and I should be laying down because I have a migraine. I have still got that vertigo going on, and it's like if I move too quick, or so everything's moving in slow motion. I can't turn my head too fast. Not last night, but the 2 nights before, when I was sleeping, it was like what I would call an awareness sleep. It was like I was so tired, and I had taken Gravol for the nausea that the vertigo was causing. And all night long, I was like, be on my right side. And then all of a sudden I would turn to my back and lay that way for a while. And then I would turn to my left side. And then I would go back to my right side. And when I woke up in the morning, I was like, I feel like I was on a barbecue spit all night. Like I was so tired, and it was just like going around and around and around. And it just, I was exhausted. More tired from being on the barbecue spit than anything else, I think, So anyway, all I started to do was just to cover, like, this is just a little tiny journal that I'm going to do. And I thought, well, I've got a couple other things that are here and cut out, so I'm going to cut them, get some paper cut for them, get them covered while I'm sitting at my table. I don't know how long I can sit here. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? I have a disease in my ears that's called Meniere's disease, which is worse than what I have now, because when it hits me, I go down just like that. I'm down. I can't move. I can't get up. I start heaving and throwing up, and then I have to get an ambulance and get to the hospital, and they give me a huge shot of Gravol. Like, it's a really strong shot of Gravol. And then within about 10 minutes, I'm feeling better. But this is different. This is like the doctor that I saw, he said, this isn't Meniere's disease. And I said, yeah, because I was wondering, because I take medication for that. And I said, this does not feel that like that. He said, no, it's called positional vertigo. So it's like, that's why if, like if I sit still in one spot and look straight ahead, I'm not bad. I can sit there for a while, but in the meantime, my hips have gone out from doing that. And, that's causing pain where I really don't need the pain. And, it's just been one thing after another since the middle of March that's hitting me. And I'm just so tired of it. But, when I sat here just a few minutes ago, because for days and weeks, I've been thinking, I want to go. I need to do a video. I've been on once since the middle of March. And it's like, I miss it. And I miss talking to everybody. And so while I was sitting here, I got the first one covered. And I said, well, to yourself, you're being silly. You're sitting here. You're going to cover a couple of these. At least go live while you're doing that. That'll help. And it'll help me because, I'm actually doing something. I won't be feeling guilty about not doing enough videos for my subscribers. And, hi, Violet, or Violet's doctor. Oh, no, it's not. It's not fun. Yeah. I actually, when I woke up this morning, I thought, oh, this is weird because I feel okay. Like I don't feel too bad. That was okay until I fed the cats and I had to bend down to feed them. So bending down to feed them, clean their litter box, do whatever. It's like, oh my God, here it comes. And, stand back up and hang on to something and get ready for the wave. But so while I was sitting here and did this first little mini album, I thought, well, you're going to cover a couple more. Go live. Just do something, like make yourself feel better by doing at least a little video, even if it's only 10 minutes. It's something. So I'm taking this one is this is from a dentist, and it's just one of those cardboard things that they give you or that they send you in the mail all the time, right? And you get so many of them, I have like a whole box full of stuff. I don't know if you can see all that, but I have a whole box full of them. So I've been sitting, using a breakfast tray on my lap, and, a couple days I've been able to, sit and cut things out as long as I did slowly, just took care of, what I was doing and didn't go crazy. And so I thought, well, maybe I can do this, and then I can, sit and cut the paper, make the signatures, put them into this while I'm sitting. Because I was up at 7 o'clock this morning. I really didn't sleep last night. I was pretty much on the couch all night with the vertigo going on, and nothing was helping. I finally took some Gravol, I think at about 4 o'clock this morning, and then again I was up at 7. So it's like it didn't help for too long, but I did get some sleep anyways. Now, just excuse me while I don't talk and my shaky hands try to line this thing up. Come on, you can get on there. There. Ow, crap. Crap. Come on. Be nice. Okay, let's see if that's, hopefully that'll stick down. If not, I'll just go in with a bit of glue after. See, this is where I get to be careful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim that one up, I guess. But then with this one, I mean, all I did was kind of just fold it in half, just to put, like, you know, maybe a single signature or something in it. But yeah, it's gonna need glue where that tape lifted, obviously. So I will do that. Okay. Down. There's my towel. I do have towels. Yeah, I just couldn't take doing nothing anymore. I mean, well, I shouldn't say I haven't been doing anything, because I have all of this stuff here that I have been cutting. I ran my printer out of ink the other day, which is no big deal because I have an HP Insta Ink, so I should get ink either today or tomorrow, which wasn't bad. But I am planning to do Alice in Wonderland journal, and I have the book here. So I have been, you know, cutting out different things for Alice in Wonderland. And then I thought, well, you know, I was hoping to have an auction in May, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen in May. And then I got a whole bunch more stuff here for Alice in Wonderland. And I ordered these on AliExpress, and they've got all the different little charms for Alice in Wonderland. Wonderland, pardon me. Sorry, my throat is very icky with all the stuff that's going on. But it's got all the different clocks, the rabbits, and all that kind of stuff, and the teapot, and all the things for Alice. So that's stuck in that bag for Alice. These are the little, I made small tags. They say eat me, open me, drink me, you know, all the things that are in the book. And then I made, printed out different Alice stuff. I haven't actually fussy cut these ones yet because I got real tired that day, and I had to stop. So I just left that, and I'll fussy cut them out another time. But I thought, well, at least I could put a couple of these little journals together, just small ones, and, you know, then when I'm sitting on the couch, I can actually do something. And, you know, I can cut the papers because I can take my cutter and other stuff and take it over. This was from, I don't know, chocolate, I think. Chocolate letter G. My girlfriend, she doesn't throw anything away anymore. She's afraid to because I might use it and give her heck if she throws it away. So she keeps everything. And when I go out to her place, she's like, can you use this? Can you use this? And I'm like, yep. So she's like, okay. So it's like I take out half her garbage for her when I go out there. And I think I need to fix this one up. I need to square it up a little bit. It's not cut properly on the edge there. It's a little bit crooked, so just get it straightened out. Yeah, that's better. No, a little bit better, but not enough. There. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see that there. And let's check this one. Yeah, you're a little bit crooked too. Yeah, all I did was basically open these, and while I was sitting, I just cut the edges off stuff. Oh, this one's real crooked. So did everybody have a nice Easter? I spent mine asleep. I took gravel and slept through the whole day, but I didn't spin. That was my main function for the day, is please don't let me spin. So I had to take gravel, and then when I woke up and I wanted to go to bed, it was just like the vertigo was so bad that I had to take gravel again. So let's see what's on the other side. Oh, I think I was going to do this, wasn't I? Yeah. Let's put down the wrong one. So I'm adding the tape on the outside just for some extra stability around the edges, and then the glue kind of in the center, but I'm going to put a piece of tape kind of in the center as well. I just want to make sure that because I'm using cardstock for the covers, so I want to make sure that it's going to hang on. And especially because they're kind of a shiny cover. I know I should be sanding them or something, but you know, my eyes aren't going to let me do something like that right now. So I'm not going to do anything to torture myself. Let's put it that way. So. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I agree, Violet. Craft therapy is always good. And I have, like I said, I have sat on the couch because it's, and put this, I have a breakfast tray with legs on it and stuff that I can use, and I can lay it flat on my lap as well. So I have used that. 2 or 3 days I was able to sit up long enough to do stuff. I had one really good day, and that's the day where I did all the printing. And then the next day wasn't too bad, and I managed to get quite a lot of cutting done. Mind you, when I had my card business, I mean, I used to cut images all night while I was watching TV, and then the next day make the cards. And you know, I'd make about 20 cards a day, you know, just in a morning and part of the afternoon, then go make dinner and whatnot. But not up to that right now. And I want to make a journal. And so these 3 little ones are going to be my practice journals, because I haven't done a big one yet. And if I figure that these ones turn out okay, then I will go on to do Alice. And I've got a couple other ones. I want to do Alice. I want to do the Wizard of Oz. And I want to do fairies. But I haven't found a Wizard of Oz book yet, but I have had, Mona Stevens has sent me a whole ton of Wizard of Oz images, and it looks like they're straight out of the book for the Wizard of Oz, like the original book. Get off my finger. So I do have images for it, so I can't say that I don't. But I would like to, you know, and I go online too. I go to Pinterest all the time, and I've been looking there, finding images on Pinterest for the Wizard of Oz and different things for fairies. And I found a whole bunch of stuff for Alice in Wonderland too. So I should have lots for my Alice in Wonderland book. I think for me, it's just, you know, like I've watched so many people do them. And, you know, I used to do albums, like mini albums as a scrapbook teacher. They always turned out nice. I don't know what it is about this type of an album that, I don't know, seems to, I don't know, I've heard from other people too. It causes a little bit of anxiousness. And I guess it's just different, something I haven't done yet. But I thought, well, if I start with something small, get the hang of it, then I'll be okay. Okay, and you didn't cut straight. So here's the other guy coming up now. Sorry about that. That's the cat. Yeah, I actually found 2 Alice in Wonderland books. I found the one that I just showed you, but I also found one that's a bigger one. It's not a little golden book. It's a bigger one. And so when I do the auction, I probably will put it in the auction, because the pictures will be, you know, different size than what I have in this book. Okay. There, got that one done. So what's that? I've covered 3 now. So this one's not going to be very fussy. It's just going to be very, and it needs to be trimmed up too. So I might as well do that while I've got this here before I put it away. I'm talking about put it away. I haven't been able to put anything away recently. Oh, and I just ruined it. Darn it. Well, guess I'll be making a shorter book. Nope. We're not even going to do that. Darn it. Oh, maybe I can cover it with something. Too wet to have cut it. I should have just left it alone. No, it's all crooked. I'll leave that one to dry and then I'll fix it up and cut it when I'm ready for it. I don't know, what have I got up here now? I have so many boxes. I don't even use these, and yet I get boxes for them. It's like, oh, well, a box, cut it into a book. There. So that's the kinds of things that friends will say, oh, she wants boxes. Well, let's give her this box. It's cool. I feel like, but I feel, you know, like you get to the point where you feel like your house is overrun by boxes. But I have them all in a bucket. It was a cat litter bucket, and I cleaned it all out, and when it was empty, and so now they're all, you know, apart and folded, so that they're, oh, you're a weird one. So that piece needs to come off. Let's see how that does. That's better. Much better. Okay. Oh, you want to do Alice in Wonderland too, Violet? Yeah. I thought it would be a fun one. I kept trying to think of stuff from, you know, like you watch these people doing their, you know, little golden books all the time. And, you know, I wanted to find something like, I mean, I've read the book Alice in Wonderland. I've seen different movies of Alice in Wonderland. And The Wizard of Oz has been one of my favorite movies since I was a kid. I remember the very first time we watched it. I mean, Christ, we didn't get a TV until I was like 12 years old, I think. And it was like a black and white secondhand TV that my dad got. And The Wizard of Oz happened to come on TV. And we all sat and watched it. And we laughed so hard, my brothers and I. And our favorite part, the one that just cracked all of us up, cracked the whole family up, was when the lion got so scared that he went running down the hall and jumped out the window. Never forgot that part. Always, that just cracked the whole. We laughed and laughed so hard at that one, and I still love it. I mean, if it comes on TV or even if it's on Netflix, I don't know if it's on Netflix. I should see. I would watch it. Right now I'm watching a series on Netflix called Once Upon a Time. I know when I used to have Cablevision, it had just started on Cablevision, but I canceled my Cablevision. It's too damned expensive. You know, they charge you so much for Cablevision, internet, and a phone. My bill was $185, and that's what they called a bargain. And I was like, yeah, just can't do it. I mean, Netflix was $7.99. For me with one TV, and it just went up to $8.99. So that's good enough for me. And I only have Wi-Fi in my house. I don't have TV. So my Wi-Fi, I think, they're even getting really crazy with the Wi-Fi costs now. I think it's like $80 a month with all the taxes and stuff. So, it's expensive. Sorry, I needed a drink of water. But I cut costs everywhere I can, because it's just not worth it. I do watch the stuff on Alice. I'm looking at the thing and I'm seeing Alice and seeing Dallas or Nico here with, you got dandruff, buddy. We got to give you a brush out. You can sit there. You're being a good boy. You can sit. Yeah. Until Mom starts cleaning your eyes, then you're going to run. So it's just for me, and I watch YouTube. Since I've been sick, I've given so many people so many watch hours, because I just I'll put one of their videos on, like it'll tell me in my email who's live, and then I'll watch that video that's showing up in my email, and then I'll just continue to watch them, because if it turns out to be something really good, I just subscribe to them and ring the bell and continue watching. So that's what I've been doing. I'm trying to see here that I have a big cat in my way. Oh, you're all right. You're all right. I wasn't calling you guys for nothing. No, you're just fine. Let's see. That one's done. I'm looking at this one. It's on the other side of this. Just a beige color. And we got this. And writing. These pieces aren't big enough. They'll be big enough to do on the inside, I guess, but this looks more Christmassy, I think, than it looks like holly berries and snowflakes. Maybe we'll just do one, just a plain color, and then I can do something cool on the outside of it, maybe. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm sure not getting away with not wearing my glasses for looking at stuff and reading stuff recently with this, because it makes me dizzy not to have them on. And I'm like, whoa, get them back on. And I don't normally wear my glasses all day long, but you know, if I'm laying down or something and just watching TV, watch TV. My girlfriend used to always say to me, "Do you want to come over and sleep through a movie?" She knows what I'm like. I get comfortable to watch the movie, and the next thing you know, I'm sound asleep. That's why I like Netflix so much, because I can go back and watch what I missed. And I miss a lot. So I promised all my subbies, and I know it was such short notice for everybody. Hi, Gamer One. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. I gave my subbies such short notice on this because I have been so very sick for the past month and a half that I just decided, I was sitting here just to do one thing. And then I thought, no, do a couple of them and just go live. So that's what I did. And I told them I'd go live in 10 minutes. And that's what I kind of did. I gathered everything that I thought I might need and came on. I love your little alien. That's cute. So what games do you play, Gamer? Are you in one of those, what's that one? Everybody's. I'm making little mini albums like this. And then I'll put pages in it. And it'll be a little book. And then this one will just be a small book as well. Just have a little bit bigger pages. And then this one, same thing. This one will probably have 2 or 3 signatures in it. Probably 2, just so it doesn't get too fat. But this one will have like 1 signature with, 15 pages, maybe 10 or 15. And, maybe 2 little signatures in this one. Fortnite. I don't think I've heard of that one before. Oh, yeah. Me too. Trust me. I really hope I get well soon, because this vertigo is not a fun thing. It's the bane of my existence right now. I'll have to come and check out your games. I was watching somebody's games this morning. I like watching them. I don't have one of the guys said he liked the fact that I called it a machine, but I don't have an Xbox or an Xbox 1, 2, 3, or 4 or whatever they are. I don't have one. I have heard that they're very good for PTSD, and I have PTSD, so I have thought about it, but I like crafting better than playing games. I used to play games once in a while on Facebook, but they're just dumb little games kind of thing. But I don't know. My grandson had, we got him an Xbox, and I think we ended up with an Xbox One, and my other grandson he gets the latest of everything. His mom spoils him, so. And I believe he buys a lot of his games, but, for him, buying him a gift is like, just get him cards to this game place. I can't even think of what it's called, but that's all he ever wants is gift cards to this place, so he can go and he can upgrade his machines. He can get new games and all that kind of stuff. You made a 3-foot alien out of paper mache? Have you ever, however you say, that's pretty close. Just the E has a thing over it, but that's no big deal. Wow, that's cool. Stands next to your computer table now. Does it tell you what to do? And it's green like your logo. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, we were going to do that on this side, weren't we? Never made anything. I can remember as a kid doing paper mache. I haven't done it for a long time. Maybe that's something I should try. But the alien sounds cool. Did you make him so he can talk to you and all that kind of stuff? Are you that good? I had a friend who was, I'm 63 now, but I met him when I was like in my 20s. And he was a professor at the University of Manitoba. Yeah, that would have been cool if you could have filmed it, eh? Yeah, get somebody else to do the filming for you. He was the head of the computer department, this friend of mine. And when I first, he lived in Winnipeg, and when I first arrived in Winnipeg, he's like wanted to show me his department. And in the computer, like there was banks and banks and banks of them. I forget what they call that. I called it the mothership because there was so many of them. But anyway, he had programmed one computer, and I didn't know. And we walked in, and he said, "John, say hello to Lynn." And I'm looking around, where's this John, right? There's nobody there. And all of a sudden, the computer started whirring, and I turned around and looked, and up on the screen, it popped up, "Hello, Lynn. Welcome to Winnipeg. Glad you made it from Victoria." And I was like, "How the hell did you do that?" And he's like, "Dave did this." And I'm like, "Okay, it's the computer answering my questions." But yeah, he was really good. He was actually friends with Bill Gates, and he worked on robotics when it first started. He was one of the heads of the robotics team, and he did a lot of stuff. And that's before anybody ever really knew about computers and what computers could do. Like his friends were all the let's skip school kind of guys. And he'd want to skip school with them and, do stuff with them. And they were all like, "Oh no, you're going to school. You're too smart not to," right? And they wouldn't let him skip school with them. And he worked at the University of Manitoba from the time he graduated from there, and then started working there right away. And he became head of the computer department. And he retired from there, but he traveled the world as well, doing things, setting up things for people that were wanting, certain programs and all this kind of stuff. And he would design programs, and yeah, he was a brilliant man, very, very smart. I'd like to be that good at computers. Every time he used to come to visit me when I came back to Victoria, he'd come back and he'd visit, and I could be sound asleep and he'd be redoing my whole computer and installing all this new software that he had designed. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? And then he'd explain it all to me, and it's like, well, that's cool. He says, this is a really expensive program, but he says, you don't have to pay for it. He said, I designed it, so I'll just put it into your computer for you. And he said, it will never ask you to pay for it. And I'm like, that's cool. He also told me that if I years ago, he told me that if I wanted to have a program where no one could search my browsing history, the best one to use was, what was it called now? Copernic. And he put that into my computer, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, wouldn't you? Me too, gamer. I would love to have that kind of knowledge. I mean, and he just thought nothing of it. To him it was just a computer. Like, what do you mean it's just a computer? These things scare the crap out of me. He said, why? It's just a machine. I was like, I don't know. But knowing something about them and being able to fix them. I mean, he used to build them, for God's sakes. Yeah, like you're saying, you build them as well, right? But he could build a computer in a day, and I'm like, wow, that'd be nice. I have a laptop, and I finally just, I don't want to have a whole bunch of. The one thing that got me about computers was that they always had so many wires, and they still do, even with just a laptop, there's wires for everything. And I know I can unplug my laptop and go wireless with it, but just not what I've been doing. So I've got 4 of them covered. This one, it looks like it needs to be folded down and fold it down. Yeah. So then I can kind of just sit when I'm feeling up to it, which isn't today. I just thought I wanted to cover this little one because it was sitting on my coffee table, and I had some really important mail that I had to mail out too. And in the middle of the night, Fred, the orange cat, who's over there on the coffee table right at the moment, I had left a glass of water on the coffee table, and he will go, like, if he wants a drink, he will tap the edge of your water, and then you go get him some water, or he'll just take a drink out of the glass. Well, the glass was about this full, and nobody was paying attention because I was asleep. And he just pulled the whole thing over, and my coffee table when I woke up in the morning was just soaked with water. It was everywhere. So that was quite a nice mess. And the mail that has to get mailed out hopefully by tomorrow. This is the mail. It just got soaked, and it's government, right? It has to go to the government. So I decided, I'll just, I couldn't open the envelope because it's stuck down because of the the glue and water. So I put on the back of here, put some washi tape and put, sorry, a very naughty cat spilled a glass of water all over this. So somebody in the government's going to get that on their desk. So maybe they'll get a kick out of it. I mean, after all, crafters decorate their own their envelopes, right? Anyway, ladies and gents, gamer, I don't know if you're a gent or a lady, but I know all sorts of people play games. I'm going to have to check your games out, see what you do. But I'm afraid I've come to, I've been on a lot longer than I thought I was going to be. I thought I'd maybe get myself sitting here for 10, 15 minutes, but it's been 44, pardon me, or 45. But I am starting to lose my voice again. And the doing stuff has gotten to my eyes again. It's making me feel kind of dizzy. So I am going to say goodbye for now. And I will come back. I'm not going to do anything with these little books today, but I have them ready. You're a gent, by the way. Okay, so now I can say ladies and gents because I know. Oh, this is your daughter's channel? Ah, you're just the supervisor, just like meeting new people. Well, that'll probably get her more. I don't know if I'm subscribed to your channel, but I should have a look and see. Oh, I can't in this mode. I'll go to your channel after and subscribe to it. I think I am for some reason. But I will subscribe to her channel. And hope everybody had a great Easter weekend. And my camera's doing it's auto-focusing on me for no reason. When I get anything done to these little guys? Yeah, I think so. I think we did meet in a live some time ago. You're right, because your name seems really familiar. Anyway, everybody, I am gonna go. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, but I'm done. Like I'm so wiped out from whatever it is that I have. Bye, Violet. Thank you. I hope so. I hope they do something about this soon. So just remember, everybody, that creative clutter is way better than idle neatness. And I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, rest of the day, I should say. And thank you for popping in, Gamer and Violet and Lisa. It was nice to see you. And I will talk at you again soon. I'll see you on the next video, which I hope won't be too long from now. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.